live stream video will be set and good to go. Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. We got ourselves for having a brand new update on Gran Turismo 7 right now. Update point. And what is going Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. We got ourselves for having a 4 brand new vehicle for this update on Gran Turismo 7. Update 1.36 as part of the August 2023 update. Here we have a good, excellent image. It's now showcasing to have a Maserati MC20, one for the first generation Corvette in the 1958 model, Toyota GR Corolla Moriso Edition, and the ambulance itself is now being arrived. So it turns out there's also to have a very good extra brand news to have this part of the cover, because the Gran Turismo movie is about to be set exclusive in theaters August 25th. This is going to get much more fun, excited out there for this update, folks, and even of course to have one additional variation to the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 2018. So now we have a different kind of the menu background style that related to the Gran Turismo movie is about to be exclusively in theaters on August 25th, that is based on a true story. So this is going to be so pretty awesome, and even of course to have one additional variation to the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 in the 2018 model is now putting up to have a brand new variation. Let's have a good look on the detail for only one part of the update in 1.36. 4 cars are now being added to have some different selection. 3 of them is now being available at the Brand Central, and the first generation Corvette in the 58 model is now being stationed at the Legend Car dealership. The Toyota GR Corolla Moriso Edition 2022 car will be available to experience in round 7 of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on August 27. Prior to its official release, it will also be available to test drive in practice mode once the server maintenance on Monday, August 7 has been complete. Additionally, players who entered the TGR GT Cup and registered a time in the points ranking on any round using their online ID will be received this car as a gift. The car will be delivered on August 28. It will also be available to purchase from the Brand Central in late September. Just like the Toyota Ambulance High Medic 2021 will be received early as a gift by entering the Viewers Campaign banner in the top right of the world map and watching the Nations Cup broadcast from the World Series Showdown 2023 Amsterdam event taking place on August 11 and 12. The car will be delivered on either 14th of August or 21st of August, depending on when you view the broadcast. It will also be available to purchase from the Brand Central in late September. Same goes to the GR Corolla. Now, this is going to have to take a good, excellent, brand new livery variation to the 2018 Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 is now being based from the Gran Turismo movie. Players can receive the GT Movie Livery Edition GT-R as a gift by watching the trailer to celebrate the release of the Gran Turismo movie. Banner on the world map from the 7th August to late September. So there might be some new events going on for having some new expansion on world circuits. American Sunday Cup 600 for the Michelin Raceway, World Atlanta, Dragon Trail for the Hypercar Parade, and of course Red Bull Ring as well to have the same event to go additional, along with High Speed Ring to have a World Touring Car 800. Sounds like a competition to have the best place to be here on the legendary Gran Turismo racetrack. There's also to have 2 additional brands has been added to the museum selection in Brand Central, BAC and Fanatic. Fire station location has been added as a feature curation in Scape. Next up, there is also to have 3 extra menus on number 26 is Collection. Maserati is now available on Collector level 40 and above. Aston Martin on the number 27 between in Collector level 44. And number 28 is the K cars is now being stopped at Collector level 27 and above. With these all kinds of set of car designers and characters appearing in the cafe when using each kinds of the cars, these new conversation can be accessed by changing to the following cars in garage and speaking with the characters in the cafe. Follow them because all kinds of different vehicles will be required to interact with these kinds of car designers and characters as well. There might be have some new engine swap have been added to the following cars are now being unlocked at Collector level 50. One for the Chevy Camaro C28 1969, 1989 for the 4th generation Chevy Corvette CR1, Ford Mustang Boss 429, Ford Shelby GT350R, and the Shelby GT350 1965. Other improvements and adjustments that you guys might gonna have to pause this, so I have to keep scroll down before proceed on to the Music Rally. One part of the following event in Music Rally is Drift. Fix an issue where progression would sometimes be halted during the following event. Sounds like my green light to go because everything comes in to have a new feature to have some additional to the Music Rally. I'll have to be patient and wait until the problems will be solved. All kinds of different options and features to the update, but there's might be have some additional to be on the race screen. The MFD has been putting up with some 5 levels, is now being adding up to have some additional zoom level for the rhetoric is in use. So everything is that. In that case, you guys might gonna have to check it out for the detailed update on the Gran Turismo website before I'm about to stop by at the world map. But before that, let's have a good look. Oh, sweet. Very nice. Awesome and good to be received to have a good Gran Turismo movie exclusive on the 2018 Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3. To celebrate the release of Gran Turismo, we're giving away the GT-R GT3 as sounds good and being stored in the garage. But I can't wait to see how the trailer is going to look like. Alright, looks like that takes one good excited trailer out there for this part of the video segment, folks. Now let's get down to do some car collection to stop by at the Legend Car dealership. Being available at the hot price selection, and this time the 1st generation Corvette is now being available in the 1958 model. Well, perhaps this one is the updated version. Somehow other Chevy fans and Gran Turismo players maybe prefer to have the very original to the 1st generation Corvette was being designed in 1954. But 1958 that is, this one is very good best of the classic for this part of the classic vehicle to its day. Station at the price is now being placed on 126,000 credits. Total distance 944 miles. But even of course, there might be having one extra surprise for this part of the update when you stop by at the Legend Car dealership. A special pick is now being shown as well when it comes to have all kinds of different selections of vehicles like the Aston Martin DB5 1964. But I'll have to take a good look and inspect with this good vehicle. The body color on the 1st generation Corvette is Cyanide Red. Looks so beauty and very good to have a nice classic 1st gen Corvette is now being welcomed to GT7 for the first time ever. The performance is now being shown on the displacement is 4,638 cc drivetrain FR layout, 243 horsepower / 4,900 RPM, max torque 3,000.1 foot lb / 4,000 RPM. Aspiration type is naturally aspirated. The performance point is actually to be well developed by 430.34. Sounds like a very good classic beauty and perfect moment to have that first gen Corvette can be treated as an Art Morrison variation from the SEMA version. But not to mention, because there's also to have one other thing to have the first generation Corvette. A Barbie themed variation from the Barbie movie. But you guys may ever remember about the first gen Corvette in Forza Horizon 5. Well, maybe this might have a very good slight interesting to have one pink Corvette to be related to the movie. So let's learn more the details about the first gen Corvette. The Chevrolet Corvette is undoubtedly one of the world's most famous sports cars. When it made its debut in 1953, it quickly became known as America's sports car because no other car like it exists in the US. The car was noted for its attractive body style and powerful engine. The original 1953 were built mostly by hand and only 300 units were produced. Still, they were incredibly popular, and the next year, General Motors increased production of the car. This 1958 model exhibits a truly new design with 4 headlights. So this brings a good correction to the update first generation Corvette that adds up with the 4 headlights. Originally to be designed in 1953. Only the original Corvette, but the second one in the first gen model is very good to be excellent to be true. But anyway, I still am a proud Corvette fan. I could purchase and add it to the car index will be registered to have a good classic beauty Corvette. But one other thing, because my Total Drama OC Genesis is giving me a heads up notice to have a car collection quest for this part of the August update. So hello sweet beauty, collector points at 126. But I'm always in it and accepted to drive with Corvette vehicles from the past and the present. I'll have to make that for only car number 2 to be registered to be purchased as a wide body modification. But can't argue with that. Maybe I'll have to take a good watchable eye out to have a good activity to do this part of the live stream video. Just for having a sneak peek preview, but only an encore content video later on that I just really might need to take some time to do some relaxation and go with some chores. But anyway, want good classic beauty? First generation is a good taste. Now on to the brand Central. I guess Maserati is now being available for the lineup because it's all about one of the best hypercars since the MC12 is now being driven since the Crew and the Crew 2. On to Europe for the brand Central and have a good look to have a good taste of the hypercar on the MC20 is now being available for the showroom. And here it is. The 2020 Maserati MC20. Perfect hypercar to be well based from the Crew 2 and then being entered onto Gran Turismo 7. But don't worry, I'll have to keep much more eye out to have the number of viewers because this is going to get much more excited out there to have some new vehicles for this part of the update. The car price is now being stationed at 300,000 credits. Not so bad after all, but I kind of like it. Displacement is 2998cc, drivetrain is mid-engine layout, 621 horsepower / 7500 RPM, 538.8 foot lb / 4800 RPM. Aspiration type is turbo. Let's have a good check on the color selection is now being available by 6. This one is the white known as Blanco Eudance, Grigio Maestro, Nero Enigma, Blue Infinito, Rosso Vincent, Galalo Ginato. Looks like that might have 6 color is much more perfect to be indeed. So let's learn the details about the MC20. Every gearhead knows that Maserati was founded specifically to build race cars. Released in 2020, the MC20 is a genuine mid-engine sports car that carries on the noble tradition. Its twin-turbo V6 engine features an F1 delivered pre-chamber combustion system. Not only does it offer a smooth ride on city streets, but it can hold its own on any racetrack. Sounds sweet, just like the MC12, but the MC20 is a very good place to drive around on the city course, and even the racetrack is much more perfectly to be well exactly indeed. So I had to take that and go for the white color, add it, register to the car index for car number 2 for this selection. But the bad news is, we have to keep a good watchful eye out on 2 Toyota vehicles will be available at Brand Central by sometime around in late September. That goes with 300 collector points. Hello, sweet beauty of the MC20 from the hypercar in the Crew 2, and go with the road car in Gran Turismo 7. Well, I can't admit because 2 cars are now being available, except 2 of them is all we had to be patient. Now, let's have a stop by to go over at the scapes to have a good look on the selection in fire trucks. Well, I can't admit because when it comes in to have some scape backgrounds, it's all about to have some emergency services like police, hospital, and fire station is all together to have one part of the exact much more related to have different vehicles. So here is the new scenes of the scapes is now featured to have fire station, the first line of defense against regional disasters. Let's enter to have a good look by inspection. 9 selection is now being available, but this one is now being located in Fukuoka, Japan. Well, I guess that might have a very good excellent background scenes to have some ambulance and fire trucks all together. But of course, each kind of 9 selection by day and night is now being located in Fukuoka in Japan. So I'll have to take a good look and go for having a one best selection pick for having a preview look. Maybe gonna have to go with Japanese police vehicle, by the way. Go for the manufacturer. Select Toyota. Alright, now let's see. Gonna have to take a while to have all the car thumbnail image to be yet appear. But I still got the Toyota Crown Athlete G safety cars is still perfectly to have a best pick. Maybe I'll have to go with Sanders from the Redunculous Race livery to the same Crown Athlete G safety car. But it'll have to do just to have a good placement to have a nice, good, excellent photo view. Just gonna go with rendering, be patient. Alright. Picture perfect indeed. So very nice to see how Liberty Digital is putting up to have some different selection scenes to have some fire trucks and ambulances in the game to have some good placement onto the same building. But of course, when it comes in to have some good emergency vehicles like police, fire trucks, and ambulances, just the job is much more perfectly to have all kinds of good activities to go around to have some helping hand on people. Now, on to do some tryout to have some new vehicles, and even of course to have the best time to go try it out with the GR Colora, which is going to be the 7th round for the final race of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on the 2023 series. But before that, a special lap time challenge is going to take place at Red Bull Ring by using the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 2018 with a Gran Turismo movie variation. Based on the film, but this is going to have to be quite very good to be having a good amount of extended time by only 50 days. It takes over a month to have one part of the lap time challenge after finishing from the Porsche Esports Challenge. USA 20 Aurora is going to take place at Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta. Let's do with a practice and go by in. So yeah, just to have a good preview, of course, to have one specified vehicle will be available. Let's have a good check and go by color selection. Two of them are now being available. One for the white is Wind Chili Pearl, and mostly for having a dark gray. Two of them are being available that has a Wind Chili Pearl and Smoke. Okay, looks like that could be a very good, excellent pick. And even of course to have a preview when enter in sport mode to have a BOP regulation will be set on the mid-speed track. 299 horsepower and weight 3,186 pounds. That should be quite very good to see how it turns out and test this one brand new GR vehicle out. But by the way, it'll have to take one few of the other change. But by the way, folks, I'll have to get down and putting up with some minor changes as I just went down to do some live stream recording in progress, just to make sure if anything goes happening because of the blurry interruption due to the high quality in 60 frames per second. So let's get it on and try it out to see how it feels to be driving in the GR Colora ever since from the previous model. This is so pretty much more feel good to drive, you guys. One brand new car and exclusively to have the final race in this year's Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup in the 2023 series as a sample car. But on the inside to this interior view, this one is very brand new, just like the GR Yaris to have a different style. But take a good look when focusing on the steering wheel. This has a lot of good high technology, is quite very good to be amazed. But even of course to have a good detail and putting up with some features when driving the GR Colora. And hold on, I guess the handling might be quite getting a bit rough around. Go away, but in that case, I hope you enjoyed watching for having a sneak peek preview of this part of the live stream video. So in that case, I'll have to be finishing up to have a complete version to have the main part of the content video. But anyway, thank you for watching for the sneak peek, and I look forward to see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7. As always, just don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. But in that case, just to let you know, this part of the content video go by live stream as a sneak peek. But be patient, you guys. I know this is going to be a very long time for myself. We'll have to sort things out by over a month later because of summer season still here. But as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time until this part of the content video goes in by having a full completion. So as always, keep on racing, stay clean, and have a good day. And remember, Don't forget to watch the Gran Turismo movie is now being exclusively in theaters on August 25th.